have a whole bunch of like random questions I asked, some related to music, some that are just fun. So my first one is how y'all think the winter show went in Atlanta?
I think it went wonderful. I mean, we're more than happy to be here, and I think there's always a lot of question if the show is going to be fire or not, and this didn't have us questioning.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy, and I even said it in the set. I'm like, we're not from Atlanta, but we're close enough.
Yeah, I think it was probably one of our best sets, especially to start off the tour. It was pretty good.
Like from like a viewer perspective, it was insane to see everyone like, even people that weren't as familiar with your music, just like immediately just like go with it. Everyone was really into it.
Yeah.
People were ripping.
Seven lost his voice.
Yeah, I did too, a little bit.
So another question I had that I know like y'all like have like only like one EP out right now. What was the process of making that like?
Well, me and Seven started the project in like midway 2024. I want to say like
summer?
maybe earlier. And we were just jamming for funsies, and it like kind of turned into a more serious band. And we were practicing our stuff and looking for a vocalist, and like a week and a half prior we found him, and then we went into the studio, and that was that.
Literally.
Yeah, I first met Logan at Arcane, and we talked there for a little bit. I think I said hi to Seven, and then I saw Seven and him again at the end, and I walked up to Seven. I was like, "You got crazy fucking steez! Like, I've been seeing you around." We talked like that, and then he messaged me about looking for a vocalist in a band, and I was like, "Shit, I might not." And then I got delayed for work one day. They cut my shift, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it." I got time.
So I know one of them in the EP you have a song called Full Metal Jacket that samples Full Metal Jacket. What was like the inspiration behind that?
Yes. So I had been in a binge of watching movies for a second, and I really like 90s movies or like 70s movies. I just like all that older stuff. And I watched Full Metal Jacket, and it was just like pretty brutal, but a really good movie. And like, I don't know, I really like the anime as well, so pretty sick name.
I want to like outside of music, what are some of your other hobbies or interests?
You go first.
That's bad. Shit, I don't really do much besides just shows and playing games.
What type of games you playing?
Oh, it hurts. If I'm being honest, it's mostly Dead by Daylight.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious, bro?
I try not to play it too much, but sometimes they rope me in. I'm like, damn, they got Pyramid Head. Yeah. Game fucking sucks, though. Do not play that shit. It's terrible.
Still play it. My hobbies outside of the band, I fix jukeboxes, and I like doing art and playing video games. I really like Fallout New Vegas.
What type of medium do you do art? Is it like drawing or like painting or?
I'll paint if I get the chance, but I like to just draw like on a little tablet or doodle, whatever.
Nothing too crazy. I like hitting the gym. I like playing Call of Duty. That's really it. The gym, playing Call of Duty, and yeah, just training my dog when I can, and that's it.
What's your favorite Call of Duty game?
Black Ops 2 and probably Black Ops 6, the one that just dropped.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah. I've been hating on it, but now I've been playing it a lot, so yeah, got to.
Man, I hate this army movement shit. It killed the Warzone, man. I hate it, man.
Yeah. What would you have specifically for Seven? I know you have like a lot of tattoos. Which one? All of them. Which one's your favorite?
My favorite tattoo is probably my Soul Eater one. It's on my chest for sure, because it's my favorite anime. Literally, like number 1 or number 2, like it's fighting Full Metal Alchemist. It's like right there. But that's my favorite tat.
The ending though, because I'm a little like about the ending.
You said the ending of which one?
Soul Eater. Because that ending kind of like.
A lot of people don't like it, but I don't think it was bad. It was just kind of random.
Yeah.
It could have made more sense, or it could have finished stronger. It should have just been after defeating the Kishin, boom, end of the anime. You know that's. But they,
Okay, but Soul Eater Not was kind of fire.
No, it wasn't, dude.
It was kind of fire.
You're tripping.
It was. I'm gonna stand by it. I watched it and I liked
I also
it.
know that Fire Punch is also in the same universe, right?
The Fire Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire Punch is so good, dude.
I love Fire Force.
If you had to pick top 3 Nashville local bands and musicians, who would they be?
It's all you.
I'll say my favorite by far. And I'm very sad I'm missing their set, but Article 5 is probably my favorite band. It's just, they got the craziest fucking call outs, and they got those riffs that just make you want to fucking fight shit. It's so good.
That's real. Mine would have to be I think Dogpile is probably my favorite local hardcore band. And I'm not gonna lie, musician-wise, I fuck with Jake as a drummer. Jake is dope. That's my homie. Jake is dope. And also Cole. He's a dope guitarist. He's young, so yeah, they're pretty dope. Yeah.
I got one. It's not really a band anymore, but one of my favorites and a big inspiration for the ignorance of our music was Cudmain at the start. Gotta respect them. They popped in, dropped music, and left. And then they dropped a second thing and left. So I respect that pretty highly.
It's rough.
Another question I have is, if you had to pick between there being a cowboy, samurai, or pirate, which one would you choose?
I'm going cowboy.
I'm going cowboy.
Samurai all the way.
Why samurai?
Samurai because it's just, I mean, I got a sword and I know martial arts and I'm killing other people who also know martial arts. You know, it's skill. It's a crazy skill level. You know, if you suck, you should have just trained harder.
What would you pick your up from?
I would definitely go cowboy because that shit would be awesome. You get to smoke cigarettes, look cool. You get to go to a new town. Shotty's like, I want you. And you're like, I'm out. You know? And then you get to go kick some cowboy ass, ride a horse. That's pretty fucking lit. Samurais, like, they're cool. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd much rather be a cowboy.
Shit, I think I'd just be a cowboy because of that, like that. Whole reason I would. It's just too good. Have to hit that side clip.
So I know this is only like your first stop on the tour, but how has like been touring? Like how was like having to get in a van and like travel hours to different states?
I think the worst part about it is that I farted on 7 and he got upset. But as opposed to everything else, it went extremely smooth. The drive was smooth. Like, the show was dope.
I saw like y'all went to Buc-ee's as well.
Yes, we did go to Buc-ee's. We did go to Buc-ee's. We got a picture.
Second time ever going.
Yeah.
We didn't flick up with the statue like everyone else. We flicked up with Bucky himself.
Yeah. He wanted to personally meet us.
How was like, speaking of that, how was like performing outside of your local area been like? How's like feel like?
What do you think, Seven?
Personally, to me, I think this is dope. I mean, it's crazy even seeing people knowing our lyrics. That was a wild experience, and getting to see the Steez in different style and even different character and human is like great. It's dope, and I can't wait to see what other cities and states have to offer people-wise. Well, yeah.
If you had to define like what is like underground music, how would you define it?
I think the best way to describe underground music would be definitely like it regards a lot to the youth. Like, the youth are supposed to pop out here and make some crazy shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like we were all in these little bands when we were younger, and that's underground. You know what I mean? And like I feel like at a certain point when you're mainstream, you're not necessarily underground, but also when you're in a scene and like constantly in a scene, that's still underground.
A question I had to go off of that, what do you think separates like specifically mainstream from underground? Like what's like the defining line?
I know this one good. This one good.
Go for it.
Prime example, hate to say it, Knock Loose. They were, before they got mainstream, they were playing underground shows, and people, I would say the energy of the show, or underground, there's real people moshing and real people having a good time. I would say mainstream is for the lights, camera, and action. It's very different, and it's very headbangy, and Knock Loose is a perfect example. If you watch their old sets versus now, you don't get the same energy because they're mainstream. If I ever get successful in a band, I would love to stay underground personally because it's cool to be on concert, but that real is good.
Yeah. if we ever make it to that point, we will never play a barricade. Ever. If we have the say in it.
Yeah. I'd like to say that Trapped Under Ice is a really good example of a mainstream band that is still underground. Because even as of December 28th of 2024, they played at Otto's Bar in Baltimore, which is a very, very small venue. Like, not even, maybe as big as this. Maybe a little bigger. But, like, point being, they still show up for their local shows, and they don't act differently because they're bigger. Whereas bands like Knocked Loose, like, they didn't just get mainstream, they changed their sound, and like, you know, a lot of people fuck with it, and you can't disagree with that. Art's subjective.
If y'all could make a festival, but each of you could only pick 2 artists or bands, who would you pick?
You first.
No, you go first.
Oh, dude. I would definitely pick Trapped Under Ice to start with, and I don't know, man. I really want to play with the homies Dogpile. So like, as of right now, that'd be hard.
Sanity Slip for sure,
Okay.
and probably Baby Daddy Tsunami. You know,
Ooh, yeah.
I can't. I have to.
Out of Pocket too.
Yeah. I'd probably pick Dogpile too, and honestly, I've been listening to them a lot. I know they're more on the mainstream side, but Snuffed on Sight.
Snuffed on
I saw
Sight is
them in
good.
I saw them in New York a while ago, and just seeing the slam crowds mixed with the hardcore kids, it was fucking insane. Like, after the set in the bathroom, there was blood all over the floor and shit. Like, Snuffed on Sight sets are violent. It's fucking crazy. So I'd think it'd be perfect if they were just headlining, and then they had a bunch of bands that were like hardcore, slam, all this stuff, or adjacent bands under it. It would literally be fucking perfect.
Another person I had that's more like a fun one is, out of all you, who is most likely to join a cult?
To join a cult. Logan.
Okay.
Logan.
Okay. If we're talking a kind of cult that's like, I go into the woods and like it's just like a bunch of naked people, but they're really cool, I might join. It depends how fucked up the cult is.
freaky for this
It
question.
depends. Nah, not even like, bruh. I'd be down to live in nature, bruh. I'd be chilling.
Yeah, I just think that it would fit. I think you would generally like it. Like, I think that if anything, if anybody would join one, it'd be good.
I almost got kidnapped by a Christian cult when I was in Florida. When I was like a baby. It was wild. Well, I was with my brother, and there was this like golf cart, and they picked me up, and my brother was like, "Get the fuck out of there." And I was just laughing at him, like, as they're driving away from him, and I'm laughing at my brother. He's skating towards me trying to get me, and like he finally got me, but like my parents informed me, they're like, yeah, they were gonna take you.
How you get kidnapped in a golf cart?
I don't know, bro. They spawn camped me, dude.
Number 7 is, I was going through your Instagram stories and I saw like there's a photo of you in a maid outfit. What's the story behind that?
I'd like to hear about that.
The maid outfit is a Halloween costume that was given to me by my homie Hector. Shout out him. And ever since then I wore it for like 2 Halloweens, and I kicked ass. I was hot, you know. I was kicking ass in that maid outfit. So yeah.
I want to ask you how it was like performing at the Two Rivers Halloween concert, because originally I was gonna go, but I ended up getting walking pneumonia, so I had to miss it. But how was the concert doing there?
Yeah. Our Halloween show was definitely very good. It was the 3rd year that I've hosted it, and it was the 1st year with this band. So it was really, really dope. The turnout was dope. We got to hand out a lot of harm reduction supplies. A lot of people pulled up. It was really good. The energy was really dope. But I'm really liking where it's heading now. I like that people know our lyrics. I think that's pretty cool.
I also know that y'all have like a little like character for like your I was in your band. How did like that come together? How did like y'all create that character, that little guy?
Yeah, so I like to draw, and I drew this little guy, and I drew up our little logo and all that stuff. And then we also are doing our album art, so we're doing that in-house, and I'm drawing that. It was just like, we liked looking into, I guess, our personalities, and like, you know, what colors we like, what we'd like to be if we were a cartoon character. You know, like, it was just a lot of fun just asking the homies what they'd want to be. So that's what we were doing.
Another one of my more fun questions I have is who is most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, me.
Survive?
All the way. All the way.
No, dude,
all the
that's
way.
me.
Fucking dying, dude.
All the way.
Dude, you're getting
Y'all don't know
costed.
shit.
You're getting costed.
I have multiple spots I already plan to go to if this happens. Spots you wouldn't even fucking think about with full fencing. Like,
Okay, word.
bro, nah,
Okay, yeah,
nah.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
I'm not gonna lie, I think about this a lot.
to you,
And I
yeah.
would definitely survive a while.
I think Seven's surviving. He's got that samurai power he was talking about.
No one's taking me down. No one's taking me down. I'll probably have my dog with me in a zombie. All I need is a pistol and a sword, and I'm good. You know? Yeah. And I'm good. Yeah, like what's that one with Will Smith? You know? Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like that. Exactly. I'll be fine. But yeah.
Another question I had: if you had to pick one like state that had the best punk or hardcore scene and one that had the worst scene, which ones would it be?
Wait, like location?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which one had like the best like scene for hardcore or punk, or which one would be the worst for it?
I'll take this one. Murfreesboro. Yeah. And the best scene, objectively, probably the Bay Area. But, there's a couple other spots that are doing really good right now. Like Birmingham's doing really good. Nashville's doing
San
really good.
Antonio, Texas is a huge spot
Yup.
for hardcore.
There's so many spots. But the worst one, Murfreesboro.
I honestly gotta agree with that one because like I've heard stories about Murfreesboro and they're like none of them are good.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. What was y'all's favorite album from last year? Or like top 3 if you can't make like a decision for top 1.
Album of any band?
Yeah, of any band, any genre.
It would probably have to be, I don't know the name. Concealed Carries. Concealed Carries like EP. I forgot what it's called. But they have 3 bangers and it's fucking nasty. So yeah, that shit was probably the nastiest 3-piece EP song ever. I mean EP thing I've ever heard.
It's not really an album, but definitely Anton Ruff. Like, actually, it was Trapped Under Ice before they were, like, a band, legitimately. And it's a really cool demo, and I highly suggest anyone check it out.
I agree with Anton Ruff as well.
For the tour, which like of your stops are you most excited to play at?
That's hard.
Florida! is the
Kong
one.
style.
Kong style show.
Ape shit, motherfucker.
Florida.
If you had to give advice to someone who wants to start making music in the underground scene or like interact with the scene and help, what would be like your advice to give them?
I got this easy. Don't be scared. Come out, and I would say just watch for a couple shows. You don't know what you're getting into, and you don't know these people. So I would say definitely watch. Definitely be a cool person. That's it. Just watch, be a cool person, and talk to people. It's easy, you know. That's what I would say.
I got one. Having respect for the people around you is a very big thing in scenes. I feel like if you're very new to a scene, like, get to know people, ask their names, talk to them. And if you're looking to play music, just do it. Don't trip about like what's right, what's wrong, just like do it. And like when it comes to a scene, there's always going to be a room full of punks that are going to argue with each other. So just do your best to negate through that, you know, and get through it.
I remember like the first like underground or punk show I went to, I was really nervous, and luckily there was people I knew there. But I started talking to the random people there. I met this random like British dude named Jude who happens to be in Nashville, and I've become super good friends with him. He's just like a really cool dude. Shout out Jude. Yeah.
Shout out to
He's super cool.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying out the quick thing.
Trust, bro.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Trust, bro.
You got any like upcoming projects coming, or any like music videos, or any like new music coming out, or?
Album this year at some point. Unsure of when, but we are definitely making new songs. We've got 2 new songs right now.
Dave Blunt's merch.
Yes, we have Dave Blunt's merch for $30 just dropped today, alongside our tour merch for $30 and $3 patches.
What like all y'all's merch is your favorite piece you made?
I think me and him for sure can both say Dave Blunt's, but I don't know what you'd say.
I would say probably Marlboro or Dave Blunt's. Yeah.
Yeah, Marlboros were
The
good.
Marlboro.
Mine smells like rank right now.
I remember like y'all posted a story about like paying people to like fake beef with.
Yes.
Has anyone actually like tried to like ask like to do that or?
No, thankfully. We had a few satire, thankfully, comments about it. But no, we're not actually taking money to beef with you.
We still have the op applications open.
Yeah, we have op applications open. We'll beef with you for free. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, you know.
Submit it. We'll get back with you as soon as.
We'll get back with you. It really
Get back to the phone.
it just depends how shitty of a person you are, and like if you're like the shittier, the quicker we'll get to you, for sure.
What is y'all's favorite music festival that you've been to?
That's you.
I don't go to a lot of festivals, but the main music festival that I really fucking liked, I went with one of my buddies, Alex, and he's working on a new EP right now, by the way. Not to plug, but
You can plug.
yeah, it's really
Alex
fucking good. He
Turk,
showed me it.
represent.
It's really good. But my favorite was probably that New England Metal and Hardcore Fest because I got to see Pain of Truth, 2-piece, Peeling Flesh, like all in one fucking day. The day before had No Cure, Year of the Knife made their return at that show. It's fucking an insane festival, and there was no barricade on the inside. It was fucking wild.
My favorite festival, not heavy festival. I actually haven't been to a proper like hardcore festival, believe it or not, guys. But I did go to summer solstice and spring I went to solstice and equinox, which is a local thing that we have here, and it's like hippie stuff. So that was my favorite festival.
I don't go to festivals, so
Any concerts
I want to go to FYA so bad. No one understands, and I'm jealous, and I hate everybody who goes.
Yeah, I saw the stories, and I was just.
Is there any like smaller musicians that you would like to shout out and give more recognition to?
Yeah.
Shout out my homie and my roommate Carter, bro. He is one of the best guitarists, but he likes to stay low key. We even started a project called Chug, and he doesn't want he's one of the best guitar bassists, and it's like a superhero that stopped doing superhero stuff. You only call him when you need him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's good. So shout out my homie Carter, bro. Real talk.
What's like IG or where can you find him?
His Instagram was like beans something. He posts his dog and he has a picture of his him playing bass. Shout out my homie, bro. Real talk.
Where can we find like all y'all? Like, where can we find your band's name? Where can we find your individual Instagrams? If like people who want to like follow you and see what you're doing.
Our Instagram is Caught Lackin 615, and you can find us on Spotify under the name Caught Lackin. We're the only band with that name, and if you try to steal it, we're gonna have a fucking problem. But yeah, our name is Caught Lackin. We're on all streaming platforms. Instagram.
We're not that shitty rapper that pops up at the top. We're the band under it.
I actually kind of liked that song, but
I don't like it.
What's y'all's like favorite part about being able to be in the underground show? Like what like makes you like want to keep going, making you do more shows, keep making music? What like fuels it?
I'd say just the need to express yourself because, I don't know, again, we were all kids when we first kind of arrived in our scene, so, you know, you come from, like, whatever background, you can come to this place and you're accepted, and that's cool, so, yeah.
Just ability to express myself and show people that, you know, like, I'm doing something, you know, that's pretty much it, yeah.
Anything else to add, or if y'all could have gatekept one artist to keep them underground, who would have it been?
That's a hard one. Honestly, Knocked Loose. Like, if Knocked Loose stayed underground or at least maintained the hardcore sound they had, I'd really like them. I actually really like their old performances. I think he's a great vocalist, even now. Not my taste. I don't like listening to it. But I think that's a good example of, like, that.
I agree. Same here.
Oh, sorry.
Title fight.
Yes.
100% title fight.
Absolutely.
I'd do anything to see him.
No, I'm good.
On the topic of gatekeeping, do y'all think gatekeeping is good at some points, or do you think it's like most of the time bad?
I think gatekeeping can be a good thing if you have people in your scene that actually give a fuck. There are people that are just higher up in the scene, and they're going to be interacting with all of you, and they're going to catch your vibe. And like if they see you being a dumbass, or they see you like actually like hurting people like with intent as opposed to just moshing, like people aren't going to like that. So yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to add or say or shout out or just like want to talk about?
Shout out 615 all the way. Nashville's dope.
Shout out the Nashville hardcore scene, real talk. Got good hearts out there. Yeah, shout out Take the Shot, other project I'm in. We've been cooking, and yeah, that's it. And shout out our hardcore scene. Shout out Take the Shot. Shout out my homie Carter, real talk.
Shout out our moms for dealing with it.
Our mom, yeah.
Shout out to Arcane Workshop and Jukebox Booking and Bad World. Fucking awesome people.
Well,
Okay, we got to throw it to the end too. Thank you, the end, for 26 years, if not more, of existing.
I appreciate y'all letting me interview, and I hope you have a great tour.
Thank
you so much. You've been
real
wonderful.
talk.
Of course, man.
Appreciate you, son. Real talk. Hey, guys.
Come on, baby. You know where we at. Yeah. You know that skin look butter in the sun view. You know the skyscrapers shine whenever I'm walking, baby. Money Manhattan. Madman for a reason. You a sad man every season. I be damn man, need the big bed. Not a small buck, need a region. I'm alive. The judge tried trying to take the world from a young guy. Knowing I'm a tour and explore guide. Really, I'm a ball from the court side. Don't you say nothing to me.